2024 Honda Prologue First Look Review, paving the way for Honda EVs. Despite a variety of hybrids through the years, it has taken Honda a long time to reveal a truly competitive EV in the USA. The new Honda Prologue SUV is that vehicle, a fully electric crossover that is slightly larger than the midsize Passport. As the name Prologue suggests, this model will play an important role in Honda's electrification strategy, paving the way for the company to reach 100% zero-emissions vehicle sales by 2040. Co-developed with General Motors, the Prologue utilizes Ultium battery packs, much like the Chevrolet Blazer EV, and will be available in both front and all-wheel drive configurations with up to 288 horsepower and targeting a 300-mile range. The Prologue is easy on the eyes, too. Can such a different electric vehicle with GM DNA still be infused with the approachability and reputation for reliability inherent in every Honda? When is the 2024 Honda Prologue coming out? Ordering will open later this year, but the release date for the Honda Prologue is set for early 2024 when it will make its way to local dealerships. 2024 Honda Prologue price and competition. An exact price for the 2024 Honda Prologue hasn't been made public, but the automaker did say the MSRP will start in the upper $40,000 range. This will likely be for the 2WD entry-level trims. We expect higher trims and the more powerful variants to cost closer to $60,000. Other midsize electric crossovers include the closely related Chevrolet Blazer EV, which has a claimed 320-mile range in its most efficient guise, although not much is known about outputs just yet. We know there will be a variety of trims and configurations available, though, with top trims being much sportier and quicker than the Honda. At a much cheaper price, the Fisker Ocean also makes a strong case for itself among rivals in the midsize EV segment. It's superbly practical, has loads of power, and up to 360 miles of range on a full battery. New Honda Prologue exterior and colors. Honda's range of SUVs is neatly and inoffensively styled, and the exterior of the Honda Prologue fits this description, too. It has a square, wide, and sure-footed stance like most of the products from the brand, but there are enough styling tweaks to set it apart. It seems a tad more modern than other SUVs from the brand, and what immediately jumps out from the rear and rear three-quarter views is the resemblance to the Range Rover Evoque, not a reference one would typically make when describing the design of a Honda. Like the Evoque, the new Honda Prologue SUV has a darkened strip between the taillight clusters and the appearance of a low roofline that gives it quite a sporty edge. The design team has done a good job here. Honda describes the overall design direction as neo-rugged and aims for clean and simple surfacing. 19-inch wheels will be standard, with the top Elite trim getting 21-inch alloys. The front fascia design of the Prologue is unpretentious. There is nothing gimmicky or ostentatious here, just simply styled headlight clusters that blend in with the slim, closed-off grille. It may not be as bold as a Chevy Blazer EV, but a design that doesn't drop jaws or raise eyebrows, whether positively or otherwise, is quite refreshing. A panoramic sunroof with a retractable shade is standard on the Touring and Elite trims. Honda has also said that the 2024 Prologue debuts the new Honda name badge, which appears in a stylized typeface that is modern and simple, like the Prologue. And to kick off the brand's global EV model lineup, the Prologue gets E-Series badging. We don't know what the full scope of Honda Prologue exterior colors will be, save that there are 7 of them, but it will be available in North Shore Pearl, which Honda says was inspired by the natural beauty and colors near Lake Tahoe in California. That is quite an elaborate way to describe a color that most will simply see as white. Honda Prologue dimensions. With a 121.8-inch wheelbase and a length of 192 inches, dimensions for the Honda Prologue peg it a bit larger than its Passport stablemate. Height comes in at 64.7 inches, and it's 78.3 inches wide. We don't have a figure for curb weight just yet, but it's likely the Prologue will weigh somewhere in the region of 5,000 pounds. For reference, the Cadillac Lyriq, also using Ultium battery tech, tips the scales at 5,610 pounds, but it is larger and packed to the brim with luxuries we won't likely see on the Prologue. Honda Prologue powertrain and performance. Whereas the Blazer EV comes with a variety of drivetrain variants and powertrain configurations, Honda has chosen to keep things simple. The Prologue comes with front-wheel drive as standard, thanks to a single motor mounted on the front axle. This setup focuses on efficiency, however, so it won't be the most potent in the range. Performance specs for the powertrain in the base Honda Prologue haven't been released yet. Optional to the two base trims and standard on the Elite model is an all-wheel drive setup, which adds an additional motor to the rear axle and generates 288 HP and 333 lb-ft of torque. No 0 to 60 miles per hour times or top speed has been claimed, but Honda says it will be responsive and quick. The aim here isn't going to be performance, although we expect the automaker to have developed a car that won't be laggy and lethargic. As a brand, Honda is known for developing cars that are exciting to drive, and we hope the claims made that the Prologue will offer a sporty, engaging, and refined driving experience will prove to be true. The Prologue will come with an available sport mode, which gives you quicker throttle and steering responses and improved braking power. Range, charging, and battery life. As with the powertrain, Honda hasn't made any claims with regard to range or the Prologue's MPGe rating. The battery equipped to the Prologue has an estimated capacity of 85 kWh, which should be the same unit in the upcoming Blazer EV. Unlike the electric Blazer, however, the EPA range rating for the Prologue peaks at 300 miles on a full charge. The 2024 Prologue is DC fast charge capable and has a peak charging rate of 155 kilowatts. This adds 65 miles of range in about 10 minutes. There are rumors to suggest that the Prologue will get bidirectional charging capabilities, too, but that remains to be seen. Honda Prologue interior and cargo. Laden with the latest technologies and with plenty of space for occupants, thanks to the longest wheelbase in the class, the interior of the Honda Prologue isn't so futuristic in its design that it will chase away fans who prefer things to be kept simple. Yes, there are dual digital displays inside, an 11-inch one for the instrument cluster and an 11.3-inch HD touchscreen for audio and connectivity, but there are still physical controls below the center screen for the ventilation system. Honda hasn't provided much more detail, but the pictures show a two-tone color scheme for the Honda Prologue seats. These are probably upholstered in a more environmentally friendly alternative to genuine leather. We can also see a two-tier center console between the front occupants, with extra-large dual cup holders on top and additional storage space below that. A standard wireless smartphone charger is included. The overall dashboard design is uncluttered and straightforward. The rear seats in the Honda Prologue feature two recline angles, and the carmaker notes that there will be more legroom in the Prologue than there is in the Passport. As for interior colors and materials in the Honda Prologue, black and charcoal or charcoal and light gray cloth will be standard on the base model with accent stitching, while the touring trim gets leather in the same color schemes. Perforated leather features on the top trim with additional hues like brown and black. Honda isn't stingy with its equipment, so even base Prologues should have adaptive cruise control, forward collision warning, and lane departure warning. Other features include 8-way power seat adjustment for the driver from the entry-level trim, heated front seats, and dual-zone climate control. Front and rear parking assist and an auto-dimming rear-view mirror are added in the middle of the range, while the top-spec version gets front seat ventilation, a head-up display, and a heated steering wheel. All models come with Google built-in, with Google Assistant, Google Maps, and Google Play all included, alongside Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. A premium 12-speaker Bose sound system, which has been developed specifically for the Prologue, is equipped to the Touring and Elite trims. Chasing an IIHS Top Safety Pick and Award and 5-star ratings from the NHTSA, the Prologue adds 8 airbags to a comprehensive list of features as part of the Honda Sensing Safety Suite. These include rear cross-traffic braking, blind zone steering assist, and rear pedestrian alert. The trunk and cargo space in the Honda Prologue starts at 25.2 cubic feet behind the back row, expanding to 57.7 cubes with the back seats folded down, although these figures pertain to the entry-level model with higher tier trims possibly getting a tad less. There is an additional 0.8 cubic feet of space underneath the cargo area floor. The tailgate is also hands-free and powered on the upper trims for maximum convenience.